Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Tarot by Melissa, and today we're going to be looking ahead into what is happening in your love life in the month of March. So we'll be looking to see what energies, events, or situations or people of significance are coming through for you in your love life this upcoming month ahead. Let's go ahead and get into our disclaimers. So keep in mind that this is a general reading, meaning that some of the messages might resonate specifically to you and your situation, other messages might not. So if it doesn't feel like it fits your situation, if it's not resonating with your situation, simply release it and let it go. Please do not allow it to get you upset. Again, this is a general reading. If you did want to book a personal reading, all the details on how you could do that will be linked in the description box down below. Personal readings are always a great way to get a more specific and accurate reading on your own personal situation. Also, bear in mind that this is a time-based reading where we are looking ahead at what is to come in the future. So future is not set in stone because energy is always shifting and changing. Therefore, if you see something that is predicted out for you in today's reading, something that's ahead for you that you don't feel excited about, that you would like to change, please know that you have the free will to make your own choices and decisions and create whatever outcome you're desiring for yourself. All right, let's go ahead and get into our pile selection. So we are working with 3 piles for today's reading. For pile number 1, we have some amethyst. For pile number 2, we have some clear quartz. And for pile number 3, we have some honey calcite. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath. Think about what is ahead for you in love this upcoming month of March. Go ahead and select the crystal or the pile that you feel the most intuitively connected to. And once you've made your choice, scroll down to the description box below to locate the timestamp that will take you to your selected reading. See you there. Hey pile 1, if you guys picked out the amethyst crystal, this will be your reading for the month of March. We're looking to see what's ahead for you in your love life. So we're going to begin with the kind of overall energies with some pre-shuffled tarot and oracle cards, and then we will be doing a lot more cards to get more information shuffled on camera. So for pile 1, we're starting off here with Temperance, the Page of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, and we have Forgiveness here as your overall energy. So let's take a look here. What is going on for pile 1? So with Forgiveness showing here as the overall energy, I want to touch on this for a minute first. Forgiveness is showing here because I feel that this is a month where this group is really focusing on potentially healing and releasing the past. This card, I'm always drawn to how it says, I forgive myself, I am forgiven. So for a lot of you, I feel like this forgiveness energy is more related to forgiveness of self. You know, forgiving yourself for any mistakes made in the past, forgiving yourself for anything that you have been feeling guilty about, and just releasing it and letting it go, really welcoming in a lighter, happier energy into your life. It's like this energy of needing to release emotional burdens around something here. I'm also feeling that this group is working through themes of knowing your worth this month as well. I don't know why, but I'm really drawn to this little gem here, and I heard you're a gem. So I feel like for group 1, you guys are, I think, stepping into your power, working on stepping into your power a little bit more this month as it pertains to your love life. And we're going to get to that in a second with this 8 of Swords. But yeah, forgiveness is telling me this is a month to kind of focus on releasing old energies, releasing the past. What's done is done. It's over, and now it's time to move forward. So starting off here with the energy of Temperance, this is an energy of healing. This is an energy of restoration for me. This is also an energy of patience and allowing things to kind of happen in their own timing, in divine timing, right? So I definitely see that at the beginning of the month of March, there is this energy of seeking peace. Now, for some of you guys, I do feel you could be connecting with a person who is a little bit different from you as well. You know, Temperance energy is about a delicate balance of creating alchemy with 2 different elements, right? There's patience involved here. And so for some of you, I do think that there could be kind of this energy of trying to, mend any differences with you and another person here. But if you guys are going into the month and you're single and there's not really anyone you're dealing with, then this is more about self, balance within self, and focusing on being patient with yourself as it pertains to love, and patient with your love life and the progress you're making in general, because maybe things are feeling a little bit slow right now. And for some of you, I'm actually feeling like you might want them to be a little bit slow with this Page of Pentacles here. It's this energy of not rushing, because you know that maybe it's not the right time, or a little bit more time is needed before you're going to feel comfortable pursuing something or someone or a specific situation here. With the Page of Pentacles, I do see you guys starting to feel a little bit more curious about love, maybe getting out there and exploring a little bit more. But again, with the Page of Pentacles, this is taking things really, really slow. And it makes sense, because this group really does feel like they're going into March kind of in healing mode, really kind of wanting to take your time here as you're working through some things. So yeah, I can see that there might be some, communication here and there with someone or people in general, this genuine sort of curiosity about like what's out there, but it's really just a very small dipping of your toe in the water, almost like she's doing here with Temperance. And I think the reason for that is with this Eight of Swords, I think that this group is really needing to focus, like I was saying earlier, on self-confidence and self-esteem this month, and really understanding that you are in control of your own life and circumstances, not allowing other people to make you feel stuck or awkward, not having or allowing self-limiting beliefs to keep you stuck in the same spot. And it's really interesting, like how she's standing here in the water. We have Temperance here with a toe in the water. I think that this group might have some emotions that they really need to sit with this month, really try to understand this month. Why do you feel stuck? Why do you feel blocked? Because the moral of the story with this Eight of Swords is that you're actually not as stuck as you think you are. It's self-limiting beliefs that are actually keeping you stuck. Because if you guys look at that card, she's stuck in this situation, really scared, not sure how to move out of it, but she could literally just walk away. You know what I mean? It's her own self-limiting beliefs that are keeping her there in that spot. So let's see. I want to get some more information here with the Love Oracle. This will give us a little bit more, I think, specific detail of what's going on for you guys this month. So tell us more for Pile 1. What's happening for Pile 1 in their love life this month? Okay, so we have third party coming up. We have wedding. Okay, and we do have heartbreak coming up here as well. And unexpected at the bottom of the deck. So you guys might actually be receiving some unexpected news this month. And I'm wondering if for some of you guys, this news is with regard to a third party, someone maybe getting married, or seeing that someone's getting married, or in another commitment. Like, it's just interesting that these three cards, the way that they came out in this sequence, you know what I mean? It almost looks like a third party situation where someone gets married and leaves someone here out in the cold, heartbroken and sad about it. Like, I could see that being a thing that's happening for some of you guys out there. I do think that this group is certainly needing to release any sort of guilt that you're harboring about being in a third party, or not knowing sooner that somebody was in another relationship, if they were hiding this from you. And realizing here that, like, with the Eight of Swords, like I was saying, yes, it hurts, but it can get better if you choose to see it that way. Like, you don't have to remain in a situation that's making you sad. You don't have to remain in a situation where somebody can't really dedicate, what they should be dedicating to you. So that's, I think, why we have forgiveness energy coming up here, because there's a need to really release all of this and release, any harboring of any guilt or just, sadness from this situation, and forgiving yourself if you guys were kind of wrapped up in this as well. I don't know if someone out there is like attending a wedding this month. It feels like the wedding is more in connection to the third party to me. This doesn't feel necessarily like something you guys are attending. Maybe you are, but like to me, it feels more in conjunction to this third party because of the way the sequence of cards came up. But I also think for this group, this can also signify desiring a higher level of commitment. You know what I mean? Maybe some of you guys are married and there's a third party situation and there's maybe a severance of ties. Maybe this is connected to a previous marriage for some of you guys. Let's see. What else should pile 1 know about? What's ahead in love this month? Tell us more. We have warning. Don't dismiss the red flags here. So your intuition is telling you that something is off about the situation, right? And I think a lot of us out there, I know I can relate to this sometimes, is that sometimes we ignore our intuition because we want to give someone the benefit of the doubt. And sometimes when we get these intuitive hits, it doesn't always make sense in the moment, right? It's like, why do I feel this way? Like, this person's giving me no evidence to feel like something's off. So sometimes we might turn a blind eye to it, right? Because we're trying to give them time to show who they really are. However, there's clearly something about this situation that you all are noticing is off, okay? Something's not meshing here. We have here and now. Your true love is already part of your life. Healing when I parted the deck here, which makes a lot of sense with what I'm seeing here. I feel like somebody here, because I'm picking up on this third party energy and the wedding, it's like, whether it's you, my viewer, or this third party person, like someone here is already in a relationship. Your true love is already a part of your life. But there's definitely some red flags. Let's see. Let's get some more info here for you guys. Definitely curious, pile 1, to kind of hear what you feel this is about for you. All right, let's see. What else should pile 1 know about their love life this month? And then we're going to look at the this other deck that I have, which is going to tell us who is significant to your love life this month. All right. So we have the Huntress. The Pleiades light my quest to be wild and free. Okay. I think you guys are needing to free yourself from something. That, again, that makes a lot of sense with the 8 of Swords being right there, because the 8 of Swords is an energy of being stuck in something by our own self-limiting beliefs, thinking that we can't get out of it, or that it's going to be hard to get out of it, or we're scared to get out of it. It's like you guys, I feel, are in some sort of situation that really is not serving you, and you know that it doesn't serve you, but maybe it's just really hard or scary to walk away from it. And I feel like that's why this Huntress energy is coming up, because there is a need here to channel your inner power, right? Become more, again, confident in yourself and free yourself from the situation. We also have the Inner Temple, life lessons. I go within my shadow for deep spiritual growth. I believe this is a heart chakra card with all the green here. which has to do with emotions. And we had water here, which also has to do with emotions. So there's something here about you all needing to maybe do some work on your emotional well-being. And this card is specifically talking about shadow work, right? Like being able to confront the sides of our personality. And we all have it, right? Like nobody's rainbows and sunshine all the time. We all are going to have light and dark aspects to our personalities. So I feel this is about you going within and confronting the shadow parts of yourself that might be playing out through your actions, wanting to be recognized here. So I think with forgiveness coming up here, like when you have uncovered what that is for you, you've got to be gentle with yourself. It's like, try to understand where it comes from. Like, why did this behavior come up? And how can I still love and accept myself either way? Because it feels like you guys are kind of in the shadows within this situation, is what I'm picking up on here. So we're going to close this out, pile one, to see who with the who cards. Like we'll get some clues about like maybe who is a person of significance that you should be aware of coming up for you this month. And I feel like a lot of you guys probably already know who this person is, but this could be further confirmation for you if you already have someone in mind. Let's see. Pile one, who is this person? Who is the person of the highest significance in pile one's love life this month? We have Pisces energy coming through, Neptunian energy, and water energy. Empathic, empathetic, intuitive, and artistic, escapist, secretive, and impressionable. So Pisces energy coming through. Someone could be a Pisces. We also have Sagittarius energy here. And I'm getting Sag energy with this as well, with the Huntress card. Let's see what else for you guys. But with that Pisces energy, we also have Aries. I am getting illusions, right? Like, not to say that all Pisces are like delusional, please. I don't mean it like that. I have many Pisces in my life who I love, but, the energy of Neptune is sort of like, it can be really beautiful and spiritual and dreamy, but it can also be kind of like, we're not seeing it clearly, it's a little hazy. We have Aries energy, enthusiastic, witty, confident, honest, impulsive, selfish, and moody. Let's see what else comes through for pile one this month. We also have new connection. Okay. I feel like I want to pull one more for you guys. I almost feel like for some of you guys, we have the year of the tiger. Enthusiastic, courageous, ambitious, competitive, leadership, confidence, charismatic. This is reminding me of Aries energy. I want to say this. I feel like for this group, this could be a new person for some of you, where you're not seeing at the beginning that it's a third party situation that they're like sucking you into. We also have fleeting here at the bottom of the deck. So it could be just something quick that comes in and out of your life. But for some of you guys, I'm actually kind of feeling like there's someone new out there for you that you're not really maybe noticing this month. Or maybe you are with this Page of Pentacles, but there's a little bit of trepidation about really jumping all the way into it. And it feels like this Pisces energy is a little bit separate from this Aries and Tiger energy for me, because they're such different energies. So yeah, I do think for some of you guys, there could be a new connection here outside of this situation we've been discussing. For others of you though, if this is like a new person entering your life, I think it's just going to be really important for you to listen to the red flags, so that you don't end up in a situation that you don't want to be in, essentially. So, okay, pile one. We are going to go ahead and end the reading here, but please comment below. Let me know how you feel this resonates with your situation. I always love hearing your stories in the comments, so let me know. If you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so you'll be updated when I post the next reading, and I will see you then. Bye. Hey, pile two, if you guys picked out the clear quartz, this will be your reading. So we're looking at what's ahead for you in love in the month of March. So let's get started with your tarot and overall energy. We will be getting more cards on camera, as well as closing it out with my little Who deck to see who is the person of significance you guys may want to look out for. And starting us off, we have the Ace of Cups. Whoop. We have a Six of Swords and we have an Eight of Wands. I almost feel because the Eight of Wands flew out first, that's supposed to be here, and then the Six of Swords. We also have the overall energy of intimacy coming up here. Very interesting. Okay, pile number two, I see you. So I definitely feel with this energy of intimacy coming up being your overall energy that this month you guys are experiencing this energy. So intimacy, as depicted in this card, it looks to be a little bit more physical in nature. So that could be the case for some of you. But the fact that this couple is actually like immersed in water, and water represents emotion. We have an Ace of Cups here. We also have a Six of Swords here with a lot of water. I feel like the theme of emotional intimacy is going to be significant as well. I don't think that this is necessarily only a physical type of situation here that you guys are exploring. It definitely feels emotional and physical in nature. I think that also just with this card popping up, you guys may be kind of thinking about that this time, during the month of March, of like, what does intimacy really mean to you, right? Is it about being comfortable physically with someone? Is it about being comfortable emotionally with someone? Is it about being able to communicate and express your authentic self with someone? I think that's kind of the theme here is, what does intimacy really mean to you? And is it being properly explored and adequately reciprocated in any connections you're in? So starting off the month with the Ace of Cups, this is definitely a beautiful card to start off your love reading, because this is talking about an opportunity for love coming into your life. The Ace of Cups is when we have the potential for a beautiful, loving connection in front of us. I am feeling a lot of love in my heart space right now. For some of you guys, this could be like a newer relationship where like you have those really strong kind of feelings for someone, or just like maybe not totally new, but it just feels to me like you guys have feelings for someone this month, emotion for someone this month. And this situation has a lot of potential to grow and blossom into something more. Depending on how it's cultivated, right? Because with aces, I always have to say, it's all about the potential, right? It's like a seed that has to be watered and nurtured in order for it to grow. I'm also feeling that this group might be doing some traveling with regard to their love life this month as well. So maybe like going on some sort of a vacation, commuting or traveling to someone, because we have two cards here showing kind of like movement on a motorcycle. That could be significant for someone, on a boat as well. But with the Eight of Wands, this is really talking about that passionate energy, fast-paced, passionate energy. This is whirlwind romance energy, especially being here with the Ace of Cups. So I could definitely see this group being kind of like wrapped up in some sort of a whirlwind romance during this time. And things are going to feel like they're moving really, really fast. And so this could be why we have this intimacy energy here, right? Because sometimes when things are moving really fast and we're not taking our time because we're just swept up in the moment, we're not always experiencing the emotional intimacy, right? It's more about that physical chemistry with someone. This can also just indicate a lot of communication as well. But definitely fast-paced movement, fast-paced energy coming through here. Ending off the reading with the Six of Swords, again, this is movement forward, movement from rocky waters into calmer waters. So I think for some of you, I'm wondering if this situation with the Eight of Wands might feel a little bit like it's exciting, but it's also kind of jarring or bumpy in some instances. Like there's something about it that I think is, even though it's really exciting, like I said, and fun for you, I think it's kind of maybe disrupting your life in some way. And that would make sense if you're required to like travel to this person a lot, like, you know, that would definitely disrupt your day-to-day life. I see that smoothing out at the end of the month here. Six of Swords also talks about moving on from something as well, though. So for some of you guys, this situation I'm getting could be like a more short-term situation, like a short-term fling of some sort, and you decide to sort of move away from it by the end of the month. But let's see what else comes through. I need more information. So for pile 2, what is happening in love this month? The month of March. Clarifying energies. Ooh, we have grass is greener. Okay, let's see what else. We have proposal. Oh my goodness. Okay. Is someone getting engaged? Ooh, okay. We have player. But we do have soulmate here at the bottom of the deck, so that's good. Meaning that, you know, there is potential here for this connection to grow. And this is somebody who is here for a reason in your life, okay? But here's what I feel. I do feel like maybe you guys are coming into the beginning of the month of March, maybe jumping into this situation because you think it's better than something else you've been in, with the grass being greener. You know what I mean? Like, and it does kind of present that way. You know, I'm not going to lie. It definitely seems like something that could be really emotionally fulfilling and fun and has a lot of potential to grow and blossom. But I do feel like there's something you guys might be moving away from. Like you're jumping into this potentially because of something else. For others of you, if that doesn't resonate, I do think that you may get into this situation and realize that there could be greener pastures out there for you after you kind of experience it for a bit, okay? But yeah, I feel that somebody here is coming in very charming, very charismatic, coming in and really wanting to sweep you off your feet. I do feel like this is a person that's going to kind of pull out all the stops. I don't know. They might propose to you for some. There's water here again and travel energy here again, the beach. But proposal just talks about something moving to a higher level of commitment, right? I just think, you know, with this person being here, the player, there is a word of caution around going back to intimacy and really making sure that this situation really fits your criteria of what intimacy means to you, okay? Because the player energy is unhealed energy, okay? This is somebody who might, like, players are players because they're hurting inside. You know what I'm saying? They have their own healing work that they need to do. And they always seem to know exactly what to say and do in order to pull out all the stops, okay? Now, for some of you guys, let me stop talking. Hold on. I feel like I need more information. Okay. What else for pile 2 for love this month? We have unavailable. This person is unable to give you all you deserve. Okay. What else? Go slow. Take time to get to know each other. Exactly. That's the vibe with the 8 of Wands to the 6 of Swords, because they are both kind of talking about movement, but the 6 of Swords is a little bit more of like a calm, controlled movement, right? Whereas the 8 of Wands is like whirlwind, rushing, you know what I mean? So I feel especially like, I think some of you guys, maybe when you first connect with this person, you're going to feel that there might be a slight emotional disconnect here when you're thinking about intimacy and what your needs really are, even though there is this potential because there's a lot of chemistry here. I think that you might detect that there's something slightly emotionally unavailable about this person, but I don't necessarily see you fully stepping away. I think that what you guys may be guided to do is to just kind of slow it down a little bit. Experience it, enjoy it, have fun with it, but there's this sort of controlled energy that I'm picking up on of sort of slowing it down, moving away from things going so crazy fast, because I think you guys might recognize that this person has some healing to do, okay? Let's continue for pile 2, excuse me. What else should they know about their love life this month? We have the aquamarine star. I express my intuition with self-confidence and love. This is throat chakra energy. So communication is going to be very important for you guys this month. Really not being afraid to let this person know your needs and what you're feeling inside, right? Maybe you call it out. Maybe you say to this person, hey, like, I'm feeling as though you can't really give me what I need or whatever you need to say, and just be honest about that. Okay? But yeah, confidently expressing yourself and confidently expressing your needs is going to be very important. We have the star daughters. I dance, sing, and play with my sisters at sunset. This is beautiful. So the other thing I feel for this group is that this month you may also be focusing on friendship, right? Like, not necessarily investing so much in just this person. There's a concerted effort to slow it down and also make sure you're investing in the other relationships that are in your life and having fun with those people. And, you know, not that you're going to disconnect totally from this person, but making sure that you're living your own life and doing your own thing and not letting this person wrap you up in any stuff that they have going on that you don't want to be a part of. We also have the oracle. This says, I am the oracle. My intuitive insights flow freely. So really listening to your intuition this month is going to be super important, pile 2. So we will close this out by looking at the Who deck. We're going to see if there's any person of significance that you guys may need to be aware of. So let's go ahead and take a look. I feel like that's pretty clearly coming through here. So let's just take a look and see for pile 2. Who is this person? What do they need to know about any significant person coming into their life for love this month? We have Year of the Rooster. Honest, energetic, intelligent, flamboyant, flexible, diverse, observant, and confident. And you guys can see all the different years there for Year of the Rooster. Let's see what else. We have feminine energy. So for some of you, this could be a feminine, like a female identifying person that you're connecting with, but we have masculine energy at the bottom as well. I think when I read this as feminine energy, this is to me energetically someone who is leaned back, right? This is someone who is not necessarily doing and acting and planning. They are just kind of receiving, okay? And that could be why you guys are feeling that they're unavailable, because this could be a person that's more leaned into their feminine energy and isn't really necessarily showing you that concerted effort that you need to see from them. Especially if you're somebody who is wanting a more masculine type of energy, someone that's more going to take the lead, plan, you know, provide, protect, do all of those types of actions. Let's see. This could also be a friendship energy that's showing up for you as well, pile 2. And then we have Virgo energy. Hardworking, diligent, modest, loyal, critical, perfectionist, and an overthinker. Mercury, also about communication, which we have here. And we do have an admirer at the bottom of the deck. For some of you guys, this person could be watching you from afar and you don't even know. So very interesting reading for you, pile 2. Please comment below. Let me know how you feel like this may resonate with your current love situation. I always love hearing your feedback in the comments. If you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so you'll be updated when I post the next reading. And I will see you then. Bye. Hey there, pile 3. If you guys picked out the honey calcite, this will be your reading for the month of March, your love reading. So we're going to start with your overall energies. And then we'll be working with lots of decks to kind of see what's ahead for you this month. Closing out your reading with the Who deck to see kind of who might be showing up for you in love this month. So starting us off, we have a 3 of Swords, the Chariot, and then we have the Justice card for your tarot. And for overall energy, we have spiritual maturity. Okay, so with the overall energy being spiritual maturity, this is about growth. This is about evolution. This is about taking the high road and seeing the bigger picture here. I also feel for this group that your overall theme being spiritual maturity is about kind of understanding that not everybody is on the same path as us. Not everybody is going to see things the same way as us. And I think for you guys this month, really being able to understand others' perspectives and belief systems and be open-minded to those things is going to serve you in your highest good. I also feel that there's this energy here, like I'm looking at this eye here and I'm feeling like keeping your eye on the prize, which I'm also getting with the Chariot, where like despite any trials that you go through in love, I think that there's always this need to keep your eye on the prize. What's the end goal that you're wanting to achieve with your love life? And how can you make sure that you're walking that path that's going to get you there? So beginning the month, we have a 3 of Swords. So not always the most lovely card to see in a love reading, right? I'm sure you guys know if you watch tarot videos that that's a pretty tough energy to start off with. 3 of Swords typically indicates like some sort of like heartbreak energy or feeling sad, some sort of harsh truth being revealed. I'm also wondering if it's something in writing because it almost feels like there's ink coming out of this heart. Like I'm thinking of an ink pen. But yeah, 3 of Swords, breakup energy. It can be betrayal. It can mean a lot of different things, right? But all things considered, basically what this means is that you're kicking off this month potentially going through an ending of some sort or processing some sort of pain with regard to your love life. But I do feel with this group, with the Chariot card being here, that there's this emphasis again on keeping your eye on the prize, kind of picking yourself up and looking at the end goal that you wish to achieve. The other message I'm getting, though, for some of you guys is with the Chariot, this can also sort of talk about when we have tunnel vision. And going back to the spiritual maturity, I think that sometimes when we have too much of that tunnel vision on our own beliefs and what we want and need, we lose sight of being able to see others and what their needs are. So this might be something that you all want to just be aware of this month, that you're not shutting yourself out of being able to see and experience other people who might be different than what you expect. But the Chariot is telling me that you guys are very focused on something, whether you're focused on the heartbreak, focused on recovery, or focused on your goals. There's definitely this energy of like moving forward from a sad or disappointing situation here, with rounding out with Justice, kind of balancing out by the ending of the month. Again, going back to spiritual maturity, it almost feels like you guys are in a place end of March where it's like, okay, I'm just going to do whatever is right. I'm going to do what is just, kind of taking a more neutral stance on things and taking your maybe emotion out of it and thinking about what's the right thing to do for all parties involved, right? Really looking at this from an objective perspective. So let's see what else comes through for pile 3. So what is happening in love for pile number 3 this month? Ooh, we have legal matters. Okay, what else? Could be divorce energy for some of you guys. We do have dating. Okay, what else? We have mystery. Player at the bottom of the deck. He came up in someone else's reading too, so. I think some of you guys are dating for marriage with that legal matters energy coming up. That could be like the focus around why you're dating. Maybe some of you guys are kind of getting to know a bunch of new people or some new people. Maybe there's one person in particular as well. But I feel like there is something here that is causing some pain and discomfort. Something that maybe is like more formal in nature that's ending for you guys. And or out of balance for you guys at the beginning of the month of March. And it's like we're dating still to kind of move forward and get over it, if that makes sense. And I feel like the outcome is still a mystery. Like to me, when this came out, the first thing that I heard was we're not supposed to know the answer. Like in my head, that's what came up. Like sometimes I get that with the High Priestess card, where that card comes out because we're not supposed to know the answer yet, or that we have the answer within us already, right? So you guys have the answer within you already to whatever it is that you're wanting to know, is what that mystery card is talking about. Let's continue here. We have trust. It is safe to trust in this situation. I feel some of you guys, we have abundance. Okay. I feel that some of you guys might have just like gotten out of a breakup or gotten through some sort of an ending coming into the month of March, and something that was really formal or long-term in nature, like a marriage for some of you guys. And it feels like you might be getting back out there and dating again with the Chariot card, and maybe whatever heartbreak you've been through is just allowing you to be a lot more laser focused on the qualities that you really want in a partner, so that you don't go back to that similar energy again. So I think probably with trust coming up, there could be this fear a little bit that I'm getting for some of you, like diving into this because of what you've been through in the past and maybe lessons that you've learned in the past that you're not wanting to repeat. With justice and legal matters, justice for me can also talk about karma, right? Karmic situations, karmic relationships, if you will, where there's like a lesson that you're learning through somebody. And I feel for this group that you have already learned a lot of lessons as it pertains to love. And so as you're going out and dating, I think it's about learning to trust yourself again in your own discernment, trust your intuition, trust in what you want your goal to be. And understand that like you have learned the lessons already. You know within you what they are. And now you can kind of open yourself up to abundance, and let love flow to you, the love that you desire, the love that you deserve. Let's see. Some of you guys, I think, as you're dating, especially with this player popping up here at the bottom of the deck, it's making me feel that there could be some red flags that you're feeling with someone that you're going on dates with. And I think with justice being here, you're just trying to give a fair chance to something, before you totally rule it out. It's like just not letting the wounds of the past impact new people. You know what I'm saying? That's like the vibe I'm getting with that. All right, let's continue for pile 3. We have the Sacred Orchard. My abundance mindset attracts endless blessings. Yes, you have abundance coming up twice here. So I think for you guys, I'm wondering if this 3 of Swords could also be kind of like a mindset where you're fearing the worst. For me, I have had experience with the 3 of Swords being when I was overthinking something so much that I was like literally stressed and sad to the max. And so I think for this group, it's going to be very important to raise your vibration by having an abundance mindset, like realizing that you have everything you need and then some. And when you're in that abundance mindset, you're able to attract more abundance to you. When you're in a lack mindset, you're going to attract lack to you, right? Because that's what you're noticing. It's all about your mindset, and what you're focusing on is what will manifest before you. Okay. We have the Star Mother. The Universal Mother loves and supports me totally. So this is about trusting in the universe, trusting in spirit, trusting in a higher power, that you are loved and supported, and you can trust yourself, and you can trust in this situation. We have the Jade Star. I'm ready to let go of self-compassion, surrender. So being able to kind of surrender and not feel like you have to do everything or show up in a certain way here. Letting go of heartbreak, letting go of the past. So for this group, like overall, what I feel, it's like you're starting to get back out there and date again this month. And I think that a lot of the other energies we're seeing are like with Justice and the Three of Swords, they feel more tied to you and your own spiritual growth, especially with the spiritual maturity card coming up here as your overall energy. This feels like a month where you're able to reflect on lessons that you've already learned and apply them as you experience new energies with new people. Learning to trust yourself again with choices and decisions that you're making in love. Knowing that even if you go out on a date with a player, that you're going to be able to clock it really early and you can walk away. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to get played again. All right, so let's take a look here to see who is the most significant person showing for you in your love life this month for pile 3. Okay, so we have a year of the dragon. That's my year. So this is lucky, flexible, eccentric, imaginative, artistic, spiritual, enthusiastic, and charismatic. It's interesting that spiritual comes up there because I do feel this is a very spiritual month for some of you guys. For some of you, this could be talking about you're the significant person in your love life this month, but let's continue. We also have the year of the dog. Loyal, sociable, courageous, diligent, steady, lively, adaptable, honest, and smart. Okay. Let's see. And we have fleeting. So something a bit more short term. There's Libra energy here. We have that here as well, and with legal matters. You guys also have Cancer energy as well with the Chariot. Yeah, so this could be more short-term kind of dating, get-to-know-you situations here with 2 different people for some of you guys. I don't really see this as a bad thing, though, you guys. I feel like this group is just kind of getting out there and testing the waters, or just like trying new people to see what fits with your goals, you know? Getting to know new people with different ideals, you know? So yeah, even though it says fleeting, it doesn't feel like it's a bad thing because I feel for the majority of my pile 3s that this month is more about you, you know? It's not necessarily centered around like a relationship, one specific person. This is more about you, this reading. So we will go ahead, I think, and close it out here, but please comment below as always. Let me know how you feel this resonates with you and your personal situation. If you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so you'll be updated when I post the next reading, and I will see you then. Bye.